What's up guys, FlamingVictini here, and we're back for another subscriber special. This time I'm going to be playing Drangonn, and he's an RU player, so we're going to be playing some RU. He's got a neat squad with the Scyther. Scyther has definitely risen in popularity after the ban of Tyrantrum and Steelix, and so has Magneton, so that's pretty neat core right there. I'm just going to be using a seasonal team that I used recently versus Kyo, and oh man, Scyther plus Magneton is very annoying to my team, not gonna lie. I'm gonna lead off with my Diancie. If he leads off with a Seismitoad, I'm just gonna trade rocks anyway, but he does lead off with a Scyther, so I do want to get out my rocks immediately. This pressures his Flygon a little bit more, and I want to try to, like, stop his Volturn core as much as possible, basically. So yeah, he's just gonna U-turn out. I think that might be banded damage, not really sure. And he's probably going to go to his Seismitoad, maybe his Magneton. I could see him go to his Magneton. And maybe his Flygon if he really wants to, although I think that's kind of impatient if he wants to go to his Flygon right now. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Reconnected. Don't leave me. Anyway, I'm gonna pause it until he makes... Oh, never mind. He does go to his Magneton. So this is a little bit of a prediction right here, whether he wants to go for the Flash Cannon or the Volt Switch. But all of YouTube will see. I'm gonna go into my Rotom Cut as kind of like a mid-ground play. I don't know if he wants to Flash Cannon or... Yeah, so he does just Flash Cannon. And with the rocks up, his Leaf Storm switch-ins are really, really low, so I'm just going to fire off a Leaf Storm right now. This is not going to do a code to Magneton, but it'll do a solid chunk, and if he wants to stay in, he's most likely Choice Specs. If he wants to stay in, I'm fine with dealing out a Leaf Storm and switching into Slowking or something like that. And the great thing about having rocks in my Rotom Cut in is that it really pressures him to go to stuff that doesn't want to take a Leaf Storm. And it makes me have a lot less pressure about whether to click Volt Switch or Leaf Storm. As, yeah, his grass resists are Scyther, Magneton, and that's pretty much it. And with rocks up, he doesn't want to go to a banded Scyther at all. I actually kind of like pivot, bulky Roost Scyther in this metagame, although banded is really, really strong. Really is strong. And, I'm just going to pause until he makes a move. I think his connection is a little bit slow, so yeah, I'm just going to pause it. And yeah, I'm just pausing. Alright, so Drangonn makes a move straight into the Flygon, and that Leaf Storm completely knocks it out, so that's going to be really, really big for me. He doesn't have hazard removal anymore, and yeah, that's going to be really, really good for me. Because now his Scyther is a lot more pressured. He can't just keep on Volt turning around me and chipping down my Diancie with the combination of Scyther and Diancie. So he does pull a switch into his Excelgor. This is threatening because, yeah, it's just a threatening mon. Excelgor is a pretty threatening mon. Be more confident in yourself. Anyway, so if this is Life Orb Excelgor, then it's going to put in a lot of damage into my team, especially if you Focus Blast right here predicting my Emboar. I am going to be in a tricky spot. My Drapion can tank a Buzz, probably. If he doesn't have HP Ice, my Flygon can tank one. I wouldn't be surprised if Slowking could tank a Buzz, to be completely honest. And even if he has Energy Ball or Giga Drain, my Diancie can tank one, although I want to keep my Diancie a little healthier. Yeah, and I think... This Rotom I definitely want to keep around, because if I can get it in and just keep firing off Leaf Storms. And yeah, firing off Leaf Storms is just going to be so good. If I can get it in on Seismitoad, Granbull, Magneton, not locked in the Volt, not using Volt, etc. So, he's taking his time here. I'm going to pause it, and we'll be back. Alright, so Drangonn pulls a double into his Seismitoad, I guess predicting my Emboar very nicely. Unless he is Sludge Bomb, he can't really threaten my Rotom-Mow, and I just pull a switch straight into it, and he just scalds, so I'm just going to fire off another Leaf Storm, and we're going to watch something else just drop. Oh my god. Rotom putting in the work. putting in the work. Show me your Leaf Storm switching. I don't see any. He goes into Scyther. That thing is dead. That thing is dead if it comes in. Because it'll lose its health. It won't be able to come in after rocks. It's just gonna click. Oh my god, Magneton. This is a counter. You call this a counter? You call this a counter? Oh my goodness. It's too easy. Where's my Weepone soundbox? I need my Weepone soundbox to play for you guys. What the heck? How did that live? Is that some Assault Vest shit? No, I can't do it. Weepone is too good. But, yeah, Specs Rotom is just completely annihilating him. And he's really gonna have to... The fact that he pulled a double switch with Excelgor leads me to believe that he's not Life Orb, or he doesn't have all the coverage. Like, if he is HP Ice, Focus Blast, Bug Buzz, Giga Drain, like, I could see him having a chance at breaking me if he weakens up my Mons, but it's not looking like that. So he pulls a switch into Scyther, trying to save his Magneton. I really don't understand the point of that. Taking an extra 15% from a regular Leaf Storm would have hurt his Scyther just as much as taking that -2 Leaf Storm, because now he can't come in after rocks, and that's basically the whole point. I'm just going to pull a switch into my Diancie, because it's my safest bet versus this Scyther, as he does just U-turn. He dies after rocks, so I'm not really sure why he would U-turn. Personally, I would have maybe Aerial Ace twice to damage this Diancie to try to get in range of Excelgor, but he does pull the switch into Magneton right here, and I'm going to pull a switch into my Slowking, expecting him to just Flash Cannon again, as yeah, he does just Flash Cannon, neat. And I'm going to pull a switch into my Rotom Cut, predicting him to go to his Seismitoad right here, as he actually just sacks his Scyther to get the momentum. That's fine with me, because Rotom Cut puts a lot of pressure on his team, and he's kind of just forced to go to his Excelgor right here. Really doesn't have another choice. So yeah, he does pull a switch into Excelgor right there. I think I'm going to go into my Diancie. I don't need it for any other mon other than this Excelgor, and I really don't want to risk my Emboar, as yeah, he does throw out the Focus Blast right there. And I think at this range I would be able to live a Giga Drain. I don't know if I could live an Energy Ball. But yeah, that's why I didn't want to go to Emboar, but I did go to Emboar last time because I thought he would try to predict the Diancie. But yeah, I have Scarf Emboar, but Excelgor is really, really fast, so I can't even outrun that. And I think this game is kind of cleaned up, because he really is having trouble breaking my team, and that Rocks plus getting in Rotom Cut early and killing the Flygon really set me ahead. That was extremely big. Just getting up Rocks and getting in Rotom Cut was big in itself. Anyway, that Moonblast does a massive chunk to that Seismitoad. Holy. I want to pull a switch into my Flygon just because that I just don't want to risk a poison move on my Rotom Cut, but he might go to his Gramble here. He might. I'm just going to Draco Meteor regardless and see what he wants to do. I mean, I don't know if he knows what set I am. I am mixed Life Orb. Earth Power was nice when Steelix was around, but I think once Steelix kind of dropped, you kind of lose, like, having Special is only really good for Draco and Fire Blast, and I'd rather have Earthquake in there. It hits Registeel harder. I'd rather Draco the Rhyperior anyway in most cases. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. He goes into his Granbull. I'm going to pull a switch into my Slowking, see what this set this is, as he does pull a double switch into the Magneton. I think I can just go to my Flygon. I don't really need it for anything. If he locks himself into Flash Cannon, that's perfectly fine with me. I can just Calm Mind up with my Slowking, and this Magneton will be dead. It is choice locked, so... And I'm just going to pull a switch into my Flygon, as he does just go straight for the Thunderbolt, so I am able to just Earthquake right here and take out this Magneton. If he wants to save it, there's no real reason. I think this game is pretty much wrapped up. And it's okay. It's okay, man. Next game I'm going to use a Heat one. Oh, it's actually Scarf Magneton. See, I like Specs a little bit better, but Scarf is also good. I just like Specs, it's a personal preference. Anyway, he goes into his Excelgor. I'm just going to EQ. Not sure if this has HP Ice or not, but it doesn't really matter. Oh wow, oh, I am naive. I am naive. I forgot about that. So yeah, Buzz does take me out. Um, doesn't really matter what I do right here. I'm just gonna go to my Embor. Click Flare Blitz. Doesn't really matter. He's not gonna get 6-0'd. He got that kill. And yeah, see, Focus Blast. He just needed some prior damage on my team, and this Excelgor could have put a lot of damage. But I think this game is pretty much a wrap, as you guys can see. So Embor will go down right here, and Banded Drapion. Shoutouts Tsunami. Shake it up. Gonna finish off this game. Don't use Aqua Tail. Use Earthquake. I lost one of my seasonal games to having Aqua Tail instead of Earthquake. But yeah, this game is gonna be the game, and we'll be on to game 2. This game is pretty much done, so I'm just gonna pause it, and I'll be back for the next game. Alright guys, we're back. We're actually playing OU this game. Thought we were going to be doing, what's it called? RU, but I was wrong. So OU, I'm sure you guys are excited to see some OU action. And my boy Drangonn is using a pretty generic blue. Wait, I just realized. See, I'm in this tournament called the Rainbow League, and I just realized that Keldeo is not considered blue. What is Keldeo then? It's probably yellow because of its body, or red because of its red Keldeo. It's definitely yellow, but yeah, man, that's annoying because I'm on blue. What's it, moon? Blue moon. And I would love to have a Keldeo to use, but let's see. He leads off with his Metagross. I'm going to Mega Evolve and Protect, because this way I can pressure his Garchomp a little bit more, and if he Mega Evolves right here, I can pop his Clear Body, and that can help me out with my Lando T, so I can actually intimidate this thing. Because if I just switch straight into Lando T right here, his Clear Body, before he Megas, would go through the Intimidate, and that would not be good. Plus, he probably has Ice Punch. Well, a lot of Metagross run Ice Punch these days, so I might just pull a switch into Rotom, actually. And if I pull a switch into Rotom, it's pretty likely he'll go into Garchomp after that, so I might pull a double switch trying to predict around that Garchomp. This is a team that I'm gonna post to OU Workshop soon, actually. I joined the workshop recently, and it's a neat team. It's based around SD Toxicroak and HP Ice Lando T, which is the partner I thought was really a good fit for it. So yeah, he does Mega Evolve right there, so I'm going to get this Protect right off, and he just goes straight for the Meteor Mash. I'm going to go to my Rotom just because I don't want my Lando to take an an Ice Punch, but, and I highly doubt he'll Zen. That's mainly the reason. I don't know why this guy is, this fool thinks my gross answer is nothing. But I have many gross answers. Anyway, I do want to wear down this Metagross a lot because my Diancie can put in a fair amount of work on his team. Mainly it's pressuring those dragons, but I want to try to stop him from getting up rocks if I can, and just pressuring him with Diancie as much as possible. And the thing is, like, Rotom does well versus his team, but it also concedes the rocks, so that's one thing I'm worried about. He just goes for another Meteor Mash. I think I'm just gonna fire off a Wisp. I don't really know if I want to pull a double into... I mean, I can fire off... The thing is, I can fire off a Wisp. A Bird Garchomp can't Oko my Diancie anyway, so, Anyway, he has... See, a lot of people like to go into Garchomp on Rotom early to block Volt and get their rocks up. And then they use their Latios later, they use their Thun later. But, yeah, Rotom looks pretty good versus his team. If I want to sweep him with Toxicroak, I need to keep my Croak healthy so I can take a Secret Sword from that Keld, and I need to SD up so I can pressure that Thund with Sucker Punch and also remove that Garchomp. But SD Croak can do some solid work to his team. He does go to his Latios. I want to go into my Diancie just because I don't want to go into my Jirachi, as he does pull a switch into his Garchomp, and this means I can fire off a Moonblast, except I think he'll go to his Metagross, so I want to fire off an HP Fire, as he stays in very nicely and EQs me for the death. So that was a good play on his end. Very nice play on his end. I'm going to go to my Lando, HP Ice this, and then get out my rocks. Well played. That was an unnecessary play on my part, to be completely honest. Got a little greedy with HP firing right there. played. Yeah, so, yeah, that play caught me off by surprise. I guess I am aggressive sometimes, so people can capitalize on my aggressiveness, which is why I tried to switch it up around, but, I want to HP Ice this because he's probably going to stand to get up his rocks, and I want to get that damage. Oh, he actually switches out his Garchomp. What? This man is on fire. How does he know? How did you know? Anyway, see, I want to go to my Torn, thinking that he's not going to go for a water move. But this guy is like, I want to go to my Torn. Like, I really don't want to go to my Toxicroak and take a Secret Sword to the face, because that would really hurt me in my ability to sweep. So I'm going to go to Torn. It's the good middle ground play. Unless I get burned. But we're going to go to Torn anyway. I could also go to Rotom, but I don't want to take damage, because Rotom beats his team on the fact that it's healthy. So that's what I want to keep around with Torn, and Regenerator is really good, because I can scout out his move, and once I figure out what move Keldio's Choice locked into, I can play around it much better. And I want to pause it until he makes a move. We'll be right back. Oh, never mind, he pulls a switch into Garchomp. Alright then, I'm gonna Hurricane. This man is literally on fire as he switches out to his Azumarill, and I miss. Beautiful. Beautiful. He's going to play rough, so I'm going to pull a U-turn into my Lando T. See, like, it's no problem. He's probably, I really don't know if he's Bandit or Assault Vest. He could even be Belly Drum. Yeah, he does play rough, takes that helmet, and I do want to calc this. So I'm going to calc it. And Azumarill, yeah, that's Assault Vest, most likely. I'm gonna U-turn. I don't think he'll Aqua Jet. He does pull a switch into Garchomp. Oh my god. I hate taking this damage. But, I'm gonna pull a switch into Torn, because I really want to kill this Garchomp. This game is actually annoying me, but I realize now that Torn can also win versus his team. I want to win with Toxicroak though, because that's the stylish way to win. I need to get up my rocks so I can pressure his Thund. Missing that Hurricane was annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But I can do some Healing Wish action with my Jirachi later. I need to remove his Thundurus. That Thundurus is annoying. Get off a Hurricane, solid chunk. Gonna fire off another one, as he can probably switch out into something. As he does switch into his Azumarill, and yeah, that is Assault Vest for sure. Definitely Assault Vest. I'm not really sure what he wants to do. Really not sure what he's gonna do right here. I mean, if I were him, I would play rough, but I really don't want to go to my Lando and take that play rough. How much does it do to Torn? Oh, Torn. Ugh, does so much. I mean, it's gonna do less than that because I'm not minus, but this is annoying. I'm gonna Cane again, and I'm not gonna miss. Not going to miss. As, yeah, he does play rough. I tank it. How much does Aqua Jet do? 35 max. Could kill me. But he could also just play rough again. But he's not going to knock off. That much I know. So I'm going to pull a switch into my Jirachi. As, yeah, he does just play rough again. I don't know if I want to Healing Wish up quite yet. How much do I do to this Azumarill? Because he's probably going to go to his Garchomp. Yeah, whatever, I'll Healing Wish up. He does stay in. I don't know, I don't really agree with him staying in. If I were him, I would have gone Garchomp and tried to save this. But I'm going to get up my rocks because I don't have good opportunities to get up rocks. I need to get up my rocks to pressure him. And then I need to go to town with, like, Rotom. Yeah, this is looking like a very difficult game, but, he play roughs. Not really sure why. But maybe he was predicting me, really predicting me to Toxicroak, but yeah, so he's probably gonna go to his Stun, his Latios, or his Keldeo right here. He does go to his Latios because, yeah, I have no switch in. And it's going to drop a hot one right here. So now I need to decide what I need to sack. And yeah, that's this Landorus. He Psyshocks. He has pretty much no reason to Psyshock right there. Pretty much none. So can't really say I agree with that Psyshock play, but I'm gonna go to my Rotom because this thing is good when it's healthy and it pressures him a lot. And I don't really want to go to the Torn because even though you get a little Regenerator, he lets his go to his Thund and stuff like that. And I really just don't want that to come in for free and fire off a hit. And I don't want his Metagross to come in because it can tank a Heat Wave and stuff. So yeah, he brings in his Thund, and I'm fine with this because he's not going to get it in for free. If he's Bullet Punch Metagross, I'm going to be in trouble. I need to do some calcs. I'm not losing this game. I'm not about it. So yeah, that's gonna... I'm gonna pump it up. As he nasty plots. He's probably Life Orb. And I really do want to keep this Rotom instead of my Landorus, so I'm gonna sack my Lando right here. It would have killed. I'm just gonna HP Ice. He should just HP Ice on his own and cake me out right here. Oh, and it's not. What is your item? I'm gonna go into my Toxicroak and Sucker Punch, except I really want to. Okay, so he doesn't have T-Wave. I'm gonna spam Sucker Punch. Because he's eventually gonna attack. Wait it out a little bit. Sucker Punch. There we go. There we go. So Toxicroak putting in the work. It does outrun Tank Chomp, so I'm going to be able to finish that off with a Drain Punch if needed. Keldeo can't OHKO me unless it's HP Flying or HP Psychic or something like that. And I think I recovered this game. I think him Psyshocking was a big mistake. I'm just going to Drain Punch and take this out. If he outruns me and kills me, yeah, or this does, okay, yes, there we go. I'm gonna take a lot of damage from this, but that's okay, because I'm pretty sure I'm still outside range of Spec Secret. I think I am. Anyway, he does go to his Metagross, and this is gonna be good for me. Sucker Punch damage means it'll put him in range of Heat Wave, and that is very important. So yeah, I'm gonna sucker him up right there, and he actually Hammer Arms. Not really sure why he Hammer Armed. But I'm just gonna Drain Punch. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna Drain Punch. And I think this game is done. Yeah, so lesson to you right there. AV Torrent is not a solid Latios counter. Yeah, like with the rocks and my... It's fine, man. Choking helps you learn how to not choke. And really the thing is, the way you get better is by losing. It's really true. When I was improving my own play, when I just ladder all the time, and just losing, winning, and just getting experience itself just makes you a lot better, makes you a lot more solid and well-rounded. That should be... Anyway, so I'm going to knock off right here. Experience is everything. Just giving him some pointers. So yeah, I'm just gonna... Honestly, if he specs... How much does Volt Switch do? Keldeo. I mean, I think my best move is to knock off. I think knock off is my safest move, so I'm just gonna go for that. And he's actually Life Orb, Keld, and misses. So, I don't know. Life Orb Keld probably, I hope you're Taunt. At least if you're gonna run Life Orb Keld, nope. Okay. So, I accidentally opened it up. But yeah, the reason I knock off right there is because if he's Scarf, it doesn't matter. He's gonna have to lock himself into a water move and my Rotom can win. If he Specs and like locks himself in this like Secret Sword or like something like that, I'd rather knock him off and not miss Hurricane and then get to a KO'd with Rotom and be unable to Oko the Keldeo. So yeah, I just knock him off and he misses the pump. That's unfortunate, but I think the game was sealed once I knocked him off and I hit the Hurricane. I think you needed to crit Rotom to win anyway. And yeah, sure. So I'm going to play one more game versus Drangonn. May not record it. I'm going to record it, and if it's a good game, I'll upload that too. So yeah, but if I don't, that's going to be it, guys. And I'll see you guys later.